There's actually not a great deal of disagreement about the dictionary definitions of the verb subjects. I think that the core notion is to cause someone to undergo or experience something or to expose someone to something. And in our view, those definitions require inflicting some action on the victim. So we don't actually accept the view that, say, merely facilitating
so that the person who's in the room with the torturer and hands him the instruments but doesn't actually inflict the injury is not causing the injury?
That person could well be primarily liable in that context.
Why?
Depending on their
conduct. Under your
conduct.
theory of what causing means.
I think that person could be within the realm of people who participate in the primary act. And I think that if you were, say, indicting that person in a criminal case, I don't think you would necessarily be indicting that person under 18 U.S.C. 2. But if you disagree with everything that I've said...
But you could do it under one or the other, and they would still be liable, correct?
But if you disagree with everything I've said so far in this colloquy, Justice Sotomayor, I have one more card up my sleeve, which is the definition of torture, which requires the offender to have, quote, custody or physical control of the victim. Now, you might say in response to that, well, how can it be that someone who is up the chain of command would satisfy that, since after all, I'm standing here saying that this just covers command liability? I think that would cover people who have direct or indirect custody or physical control.
Exactly, but I'm sorry, that definition tells you what torture means. It doesn't tell you who's liable for it. What tells you who's liable for it is any person who subjects another to torture.
But Justice Sotomayor, as we explain in our reply brief, we think that reference to offender has to mean the people who would otherwise be liable. So sure, you're right, we're relying on the definition of torture, but we think that definition is confirmatory of our position. And I think that this does, with respect, accord with common sense. Let's take this case. There are two